Okay, get ready because today we're going deep.
Deep into what exactly? Spill the beans.
We're diving headfirst into the world of high performers. We've got this document, Success Isn't Luck, It's a Habit. Super interesting stuff.
Ooh, I love that title. It really sets the stage.
Right. And it's packed with insights. Forget about all those spend 15 years to become an expert things. This is about habits that can, fast track your success. 8 of them, to be exact.
8 habits? That's manageable. Sign me up.
And to help us unpack all this, we've got our expert here, a master at taking information and turning it into actionable advice.
Well, I try. I'm excited to dive in.
Perfect. So habit number 1 is be proactive.
Okay, I like it already, proactive.
Yeah, and the document, it starts off with this quote, winners don't wait, they create.
Ooh, I love that. It's so true.
But what does that actually look like, Not just in general. How can our listener actually use this?
So it's about moving away from reactive thinking and going towards being proactive. Instead of waiting for instructions or even waiting for problems to pop up, you're already thinking ahead. You're thinking, what are the challenges that might come up? What are some solutions I can come up with now?
So you're not just putting out fires.
Yeah.
You're preventing them in the first place.
Exactly. It's about being prepared. Say you're working on a big project proposal.
Okay, yeah.
A proactive approach would be, maybe you get feedback from your colleagues or even potential clients before you actually send that final version off.
Oh, that's clever.
So you're anticipating their objections, right? You're refining your proposal so it's the best it can be.
So it's almost like you're, playing chess, thinking several moves ahead.
Yes, exactly that. Or think about it like a sales pitch.
Ooh, good example.
A salesperson who is really proactive would do all their research on their client. They would, figure out their needs, their objections, and they would address all of that in their pitch. It's about being in control instead of just reacting.
Love it. Okay, habit number 2 is master prioritization. We can all relate to this one, right? We all struggle with this.
Oh, 100% every day.
And this document says, focus on what truly matters and kill distractions.
Easy to say, right?
Right. But how do you actually do that when you've got, a million notifications and emails and people asking you for things all the time?
Okay, so it's about, really ruthlessly protecting your attention. One thing that really works for a lot of people is this thing called the Eisenhower matrix.
Okay, I've heard of that. Tell me more.
So you basically take all your tasks and you put them into categories based on how urgent they are and how important they are, what absolutely has to get done by you today.
Those are the big ones, yeah.
Right. And then what can you maybe give to somebody else to do? Delegate.
Yes.
What can you just get rid of completely?
I like that. Delete.
And then what can wait for later?
Schedule it for later.
Exactly. It's like triage for your to-do list. It helps you focusing on the things that are going to make the biggest difference.
I love that. Delegate, delete, or schedule. That's great advice. Okay, habit number 3. Set ruthless goals. I'm sensing a theme here.
Ruthless.
Yes, but you've got to be bold, right?
Definitely. Go big or go home, right?
Yeah. The document says your goals should inspire and drive you. But, what about when your goals, they kind of, stop inspiring you?
Right. Okay. That's why it's so important to, constantly look at your goals, review them, and you might even need to adjust them.
Yeah, because what got you excited, 6 months ago?
Exactly. Might not be the thing that's going to get you excited today.
Totally.
It's not about setting a goal in stone, It's about making sure your goals are still working for you. Maybe you had a goal early and you need to aim higher now.
Yeah, set a new one.
Or maybe your priorities changed and you need to adjust your goals.
Right. It's not about being rigid. It's about being flexible, adapting. Yeah. Love that. All right, habit number 4. Network everywhere you go. The document says opportunities are made in conversations, not cubicles.
So true, especially now.
Right. In today's world, it's so important.
It really is. It's about remembering that your relationships are the most valuable thing. You never know when, a random conversation might lead to something amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
There was this founder of a tech company,
right.
And he, told the story once. He met his business partner while they were both waiting in line at a coffee shop. They just started talking.
No way.
Totally. And they realized they had this shared passion, and, the rest is history.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about. You just never know. It's not just about going to those industry events,
Right.
It's about being open to connecting with people in unexpected places.
Absolutely.
Okay, habit number 5. This one, I think some people might roll their eyes at. Be optimistic. But, I think there's something to it.
There really is.
There's power in a positive mindset.
The document actually says, develop a gratitude practice. Surround yourself with people who energize you.
I love that.
Yeah. And there's actually a real connection between being optimistic and being resilient and success. When you're focused on what you're grateful for, it's like your whole perspective shifts.
It does.
From scarcity to abundance,
Totally, yeah.
And like when you surround yourself with people who are positive and supportive, their energy rubs off on you.
I'm a big believer in that.
Yeah.
Even on those tough days, just taking a moment to think about what I'm grateful for, it really helps me.
It's so powerful.
It's like putting on rose-colored glasses, but in a good way.
Right. Exactly. And it doesn't need to be complicated,
Keep it simple.
Just start a gratitude journal. Write down 3 things you're grateful for each day. Or just try to spend more time with people who, inspire you, who lift you up. These little things can make a big difference.
Absolutely. Love it. Okay, habit number 6. This one's huge. Never stop learning. And, I think especially now, things are changing so fast.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's more important than ever.
The document says learning isn't optional, it's your lifeline.
That's true.
And it's not just about going back to school or getting a degree. It's about being a lifelong learner.
Yes.
Constantly trying to, learn new things, build new skills, read books, listen to podcasts, take online courses.
All those things.
Go to workshops, talk to people who are doing different things than you.
Yes.
There's so many ways to learn.
It's about being curious.
Yes.
Right? Being open to new ideas. I think sometimes people get so caught up in their routines that they forget to challenge themselves.
Totally. So make a real commitment to never stop learning. Schedule some time each week to, read about a new topic or work on a new skill.
Love that.
It'll keep you, engaged, adaptable, and ahead of the curve.
Totally agree. Okay, habit number 7 is think beyond today.
Okay, I like that.
The document says, plan for tomorrow like your life depends on it, because it does. That sounds so intense.
It is.
But, it's easy to say, how do we actually do that when we're so busy just trying to get through the day?
Yeah, I get that. It's about making time to think strategically, even if it's just half an hour a week, put it in your calendar.
Block out that time.
Don't let anything interfere. And during that time, ask yourself, where do I want to be in 5 years? What do I need to learn to get there?
What steps can you take now to start moving in the right direction?
Exactly.
It's not just about checking off all the boxes on your to-do list.
Right. It's about making sure that those tasks are actually helping you reach your long-term goals.
I love that. Okay, last habit. Habit number 8. This is a good one. Own everything. The document is pretty blunt. It just says, excuses are for amateurs.
Ooh, I feel that.
That's powerful.
So this is about really owning everything, the good and the bad, your successes and your failures. It's realizing you can choose how you respond to anything.
So no more blaming external circumstances, right?
Yeah.
No playing the victim.
If something goes wrong, you look in the mirror and you say, okay, what could I have done differently? What can I learn from this?
Exactly. I love that. So, okay, we've just explored 8 incredibly powerful habits of high performers. What does this mean for our listeners?
It means success isn't about luck. It's about the choices we make. It's about the actions we take consistently.
It's a process.
It is. And, you can build these habits one by one.
You don't have to do all 8 at once.
Exactly. Yeah. And, just start incorporating them into your daily life.
Small changes, but when you do them consistently, they can make a huge difference.
Maybe think about, which of these habits, if I really mastered it, would make the biggest difference in my life right now? And start there.
That's a great question for our listeners to think about. Okay, so that wraps up our deep dive into the habits of high performers.
This was fun.
We'd love to hear, what you guys are thinking. Which habit are you going to work on? Share your experiences with us. Let's keep the conversation going.
Yes.
Until next time, keep striving for greatness.
Bye, everyone.